Now, hello everyone. Now, my name is Rehan. I am one of the company's co-founders and the CEO of the company. Today's call is going to be a very exciting call. We got few announcements to make and few system updates that I'm going to explain today. That's why hold your horses. Today's call is going to be a very exciting call. First of all, I want to welcome everyone to this call. Let me tell you, today's call is going to be a very exciting call, very informative call, and we are going to have some amazing discussions. Now, first of all, the thing is, we started, I think it's almost now 4 months ago, and through this opportunity, we have helped quite few people achieving their second biggest expense of the household, and that is a car. And that shows that this system works. And again, what we are about to do today will change this opportunity quite a bit. But before I talk about my car club, I want to just talk in general. Now, if we are in car club, whenever I've been part of network marketing for the last 18 years, and I have this problem that I want to be number one. Now, because of this, I was working with game plans, 1 week game plan, 2 weeks game plan, 30 days game plan, 45 days game plan, and 90 days game plans. Now, through those game plans, I have become number one in some of the billion-dollar companies in the world. There's no difference between me and you guys. You guys have 2 hands. I have 2 hands. I've got 2 eyes. I've got 4 eyes. But but you got 2 eyes. I have no hair, and some of you have no hair as well. But saying that, we're all human beings. So if somebody can do something, the other can also do as well. Now, I want to start this call with a small story. Now, there was a director in India wanted to make a movie, and there was one character that he really was sentenced to. He got death sentence, and he was about to basically die basically, and he wanted to create this character that has been given a death sentence. That's why he wanted to know how it feels like when you are about, if you've been given a death sentence. That's why he went to a jailer in that country, in India, and spoke to him and said, you know what, I'm making a movie and I need to see how I need to see how I'm going to create this character inside my movie and see how it feels like when somebody has been given a death sentence. That's why he goes there and he says, you know what, come back in 2 days' time. I'm going to arrange something and you'll be able to see somebody who's on death sentence. Now this person is about to die, and it's something that none of us can feel like what it feels like when you've been given a death sentence. So when he goes there and when he meets that person who's been given a death sentence and he's about to die in a few days, as soon he saw that person, he was astonished, and he was extremely astonished, and so there is something wrong here. So he went to the jailer and he said, you know what, can you help me see somebody else, not him, he's an exceptional case. I want to see somebody else who is on death sentence, because what the person that I just saw now, it's not possible, because he's been given a death sentence, and what I saw, it's not possible. So I need to see somebody else who's been given a death sentence. He said, please explain, because this kind of things happens here all the time. So I see these death sentence every other day. And I see these, I've seen hundreds of cases. That's what, explain me what you have saw. And what he saw was that somebody who was very happy, listening to music, jumping, very extremely happy, and eating the food he wants, and he just thanking God, and he's very, very happy. And he said, how it's possible that somebody is about to die and he's happy? He said, majority of cases, people who've been given a death sentence, they are very happy because they know they're going to die in a few days anyway. That's why enjoy the time that they have. Okay. Now, the idea is that if you know the outcome, then if you know the time frame that you only have this many months left, for example, for example, at the moment, what we're thinking about paying our bills, we're thinking about our this, that, we're thinking about our kids. There's so many things that we are thinking. But for example, we know that we're going to die after 1 month. What we're going to be doing, we're going to be fulfilling all our desires. We're going to be fulfilling whatever we wanted, whatever we never did in our life, we will go and do that. That's why it is very, very, that's why similarly as well, at the moment, we are thinking like, how are we going to achieve a car? We got one leg working, but the other leg is not working. Or my 2 legs are working, my 3rd leg is not working. How I'm going to get, leaders and this. The thing is, the problem is that we think because when we join a business, we think, we got all the time in the world. We got all the time in the world to achieve this. We don't give ourselves targets. Giving ourselves targets is the most important thing. I'm not just talking about my car club. I'm talking about any opportunity, even any MLM opportunity. You have to give yourself target. And the target to achieve your car, it should really be 4 weeks, maximum 4 weeks. Okay, that's why whenever somebody signs up in my car club, you need to give yourself a target of 4 weeks. First week, you're going to get your first 3 people. And then work with them next week to get them their 3 people. And by the 4th week, let me tell you, you haven't achieved the car. Now, that's all you got to do. It needs to be a 4 weeks plan. That's why for everyone on this call, let me tell you, if you follow this 4-week plan, my car club has got such an amazing system with a very small qualification that all of you can do it. Now, every Wednesday, fortunately, I think so almost every Wednesday, we are celebrating the winners. And this week as well it's been again the same. We've got 2 new winners this Wednesday as well. Not just one, we have 2 winners. One is from USA and the other one is from UK. The lady who has won became the champion in USA. Her name is Lady V. Huge congratulations to Lady V. I hope that you are on this call and give a testimonial as well. That's why if you could give yourself a testimonial. Secondly, is my brother from another mother, Daniel. Okay, such an amazing gentleman. This person, huge experience is network marketing. They work, Daniel okay and Terry okay, an amazing couple, very amazing human being. Both of them, they're extremely friendly. I know them for years, and they are whenever I'm in the office, they're always in the office. So when they, I can't get rid of them. That's why they've been with Car Club even before the Car Club started. That's why they've seen how Car Club has started. even during the compensation plan, I was taking a lot of their advice as well, because they've been in network marketing for such a long period of time. That's a lot of things that they come up with. Always, he comes up with so many different, they come with so many different ideas, and I always appreciate their ideas as well. But anyway, huge congratulations to Lady V and Daniel Oke and Mrs. Oke as well, Terry Oke, for achieving the cars. And first of all, let's hear from Daniel what it feels like achieving a car, and how he is helping his team to get more winners as well. Now he is really concentrating in African regions. Obviously, he's based in UK, but I think so he's really pushing the African regions. And the good thing is, he was more concerned about people winning in the cars in his team than himself winning the cars. That's why he's a gentleman who's got few winners within his team. That's why that is called the true leadership, because this guy is not just working for himself, he's working for his team harder than what he was working for himself. He could have achieved a car in his first month, but he was concerned about his team more than himself. That's why let's speak to Daniel. Okay, thank you very much. Hi Daniel, how are you, buddy? You can unmute yourself, but you can unmute.
Yes. Hi Rehan, how are you?
I'm fine, buddy. How are you, my brother?
Fantastic. How's Dubai?
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Fantastic. It took me 3 months to get there. So, like you said, it was more concerning for me that my team gets to get the car, because when I started building, the first few people who joined actually came with us to Cyprus. They were all in Cyprus. Manny, Kai,
Yes.
Fitz and Mary. They were all there with us in Cyprus. But what happened was Manny led to a guy called Max, and Max led to Becky. You know Becky. And Becky just blew up South Africa. He started his group, and that group grew in like 3 days to like 200 people. So, I thought, okay, there's definitely going to be somebody here in South Africa who's going to build it. But then, of course, Denny as well. Denny lives in Dubai, and he has a few leaders. Dr. Wask, who is a huge political figure in Ghana. And he leads leaders. In fact, 2 days ago, myself, Rizwan, and Shweta were able to sit down, and he had like over 20 huge African leaders in that call. So the difference in my building the business now and where I was 2.5, 3 months ago is now that the car is there, nobody says no anymore. It's like nobody says no. And we've had people who said it's a lie, it's never going to happen, it won't be delivered. And they asked that silly question, how can the company give me a car for 29 euros? And even if it's explained, they go away still doubtful. And so what I did when I picked up the car was I drove to all of these people's houses and I said, come outside, come and see what's waiting outside. And they said, how do I get started? So if people if they have a choice between the car and taking 1,000, I'd say take the car any day. Always take the car, because it's not about the car. The car, the way I look at the car is a tool. It's like a hammer in a toolbox. You want a nail driven into a wall, you use a hammer. It's a tool. So the be all and end all of MCC is not the car. In other businesses, in other network marketing businesses, the car comes in once you've reached a high position like president, the regional president, or something like that. You know, the diamond, that's when they give you a car. Here, the car is given first because you, Rehan and Rizwan and Shweta and Paul, you understand that the car is a tool. And the reason you do it first is because you really want us to be at champion 100.
Yes.
And you're not going to talk your way into having everyone believe you that they can earn 10 grand a month. You've got to give them a tool to get there. So people are asking, oh, how long do I pay that 29 for? And all these silly questions. If you're not looking at the car as the end of your journey. If you're earning even 1,500 a month, that's your car paid for. It's only 29 euros, you know? So you should be aiming for beyond what comes beyond the car. And that's the way we have decided to build this at the moment. I would like to thank the co-founders, everyone, for making it all happen. It's a stroke of genius.
Now, the thing is, you know, after behind every successful man, there is a lady. And obviously, you know, Daniel has, you know, I think so, you know, he has gone through some difficulties in his life. You know, he built some huge networks, and obviously he's seen ups and downs, and you know what, and throughout those things, if a lady is standing behind you and beside you, then you know that really you know makes your journey a lot easier. So I'm going to pass it to Terry, to actually give her testimony this one. Thank you very much. Thank you, Terry.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. My name is Terry, and I am the other half, some say better half, of Daniel. We are so excited because when we saw this in Cyprus, it was just an announcement at that time that this is what was coming. Without any thoughts, we had already registered with a year's membership because we saw the vision. We knew that this was going to happen and it was going to be exciting. So we, you know, everyone around us also signed up for immediately for a year, because people do what you do. As a leader, you need to show them example, and that's what we did. And then we got back and just started. And so we got a winner, an achiever in my team. And we then thought, you know what, Daniel is so close to it. So I abandoned looking at growing my team, and we just worked together. Myself and Daniel just worked as one, you know, getting everyone. So although the others that Daniel mentioned are not in my team, you know, they are people that we work together with. We're working hand in hand to help the team. And the one thing that the members are always saying is, where do you see a company where you get to speak to the CEO or to the CFO? Where do you get to speak to your upline? Because they see us, you know, even before we even got the car. They must have thought we've already got the car because of the way that we were talking with conviction. And that belief just went through the roof in the team. And now that we have got the car, I am so glad to rub it into everyone's noses that said that it was not possible. Everyone that said it wasn't possible, now we're laughing. We're the ones laughing. And like Daniel said, it is a no-brainer. We just drive around and people are stopping, you know, when we're driving, people are stopping to say, oh, you know, what is this? What is this? So now we're having cards printed so that we can hand them out, you know, while we're in traffic.
The sticker really helps. The sticker,
yes,
really,
it does. It really does.
And I really do apologize to winners that you have not received the stickers. Today, I've given, you know, I was very harsh on the person who is posting the stickers out. custom stickers to the winners. That's why they're going to be definitely be posted out tomorrow morning, and you should receive them in due course. That's why the stickers are getting posted to Trudy, to Mark, to Carlos. The stickers are getting posted tomorrow morning. I have put my foot down on that. So they're getting posted out tomorrow, and you guys should receive it. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's fine. I mean, you know, it like Daniel said, it is a selling point for you. No one argues with you anymore. Today alone, we have seen someone who lost tens of thousands in other businesses. So every time we were talking to him about this business, he didn't want to know because he has already lost so much money, but he wasn't interested. We just drove to his office and, you know, went up and he saw the car and he said, so who owns the car? We said, it's Daniel. He's known us for a long time. We said, it's Daniel. And he was like, okay, all right, send me the link. You know, it was as simple as that, you know. So yeah, everyone, please, if you're in this, you're having any doubts, right, get hold of Daniel. He would talk them in for you. You know, watch the presentations. The presentation is so easy to explain. It's such a simple business, so easy to explain, and the evidence is there. We have got the evidence. If you want anyone, you know, for us to show them the car, you know, tell them you know us. You know, the evidence is there. We are the proof that this business works. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, Terry. Now we want to see Lady V now as well. That's why if she could actually, she could also, raise hand. Then I can actually unmute her. Or Shweta, if you could find her, then we can also take her testimonial before we start.
Let me look for her because she's raised hand. So.
Oh, Lady V is there. Yes, beautiful.
Yes.
Hi, Lady V. Now you can unmute yourself, my dear.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Hi.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. My heart is beating so fast. Hope I can do this. So I'm exhausted and excited at the same time. And this emotion is just kind of like overwhelming. But I just have to say, first of all, I just want to thank you, Rohan, Shweta, and Paul, you know, for putting this opportunity together, because we are truly blessing some people. My story is so opposite of Terry and Daniel's, because when I got started, I had it was a three-way call from my sponsor, Donald Williams, which actually achieved the car in 47 days. And I achieved it in 55 days, but it was a push. It was at the beginning. I mean, I got my 3 people in the first 12 hours, you know, and it seemed like it was going to be a breeze. But then the more we start sharing, the resistance was starting to get there, because like Terry was saying, people have just lost so much money and other opportunities, and you know, they just don't believe it anymore right now, and they're just scared to take the risk. And then I also was coming up against people just that couldn't afford it. They couldn't afford it to get in because they had lost money. And I was one of those people that actually, Donald knew my situation, and he actually paid it forward for me to get into the opportunity. And you know, I just feel so blessed, and I'm working this opportunity like I paid $10,000 to get in it, because it's that valuable to me. And it's, you know, I needed a life change. I needed a lifestyle change, and financial. I'm telling you, when I say my story was just the opposite, I had to push to get the car first to make my team believers. And so we just knew that if we could, because we saw Carlos and we saw Mark get the car. And so I know them from other opportunities that we've been in. And so I knew that the belief was there for us because we knew them. And we, not really personally, but I worked on one of Mark's in team with Mark before. And so I knew that this man doesn't just get involved in anything that, you know, it's going to be a rug pull or something like that. So, but it was fun at the same time, but it was tiring. But I tell you, my why changed throughout. When I first got in, I got in because I needed the money. And, you know, I'm just to be transparent, I needed the money. I didn't need the car. I had a car. I have a car. That's a nice car. I drive a Volvo and it's paid for. So my response to Lisa and Donald when they were pitching me about the car club was, you know, I don't really need a car, you know, so it didn't really excite me to, you know, when they first told me about it. But when they started talking about the residual income, that got my attention. I said, okay, well, then I started, you know, it was like a light bulb went on as we were talking. And Donald asked me to be one of his three. And I know that his reputation of building, and he said, we're going to team build. And then he said, okay, if you want, I want you to be one of my three. And I felt like that was an honor to take that position. And I said yes right away without even seeing a presentation. But Lisa was so verbally, she made me see the vision over a three-way call. And I said yes, because I feel even though I don't need the car would be a marketing tool for me to get to the residual income, which is now, I need the car because my daughter, in the process, my daughter's car broke down. And so I had to, my daughter she's part of my why. You know, she has 5 children and she's a single parent. And so she's been driving my car for the last 2 weeks. And, you know, and I've just been working to get the car. And I've been so overwhelmed since I actually got the car now because people are believing. I've been on the phone nonstop. I haven't even had a chance to go even look to pick out my car. But today I'm going to do that. I am making it a priority today. And I just want to thank you guys so much because you just don't know how much you have changed my life.
Thank you very much. Now,
Thank
Lady V, huge congratulations. And another thing is that everyone who has achieved a car so far has achieved the next rank within that 1 month. That's why I'm sure if it has happened to everyone else, will happen to you as well. That's why a lot of people who don't actually, a lot of people just don't achieve the car. They actually achieve the next rank as well. So I'm sure within next 30 days, you probably achieve the next rank. And
it's done. It's going to happen. It's done.
Congratulations, Lady V. But Rehan, on that note, I'd also like to invite our champion 40, Carlos.
Oh yes, Carlos as well. Okay, let's do this.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Many congratulations, Carlos. It's, yes, you know, one of the most well-deserved people to be actually achieving this position. And we want to know about your journey. We've been hearing from you all along. How does it feel to be now on Champion 40 and like, you know, so much closer to Champion 100? You can smell it, I'm sure.
It's fun. It's funny you mentioned that. My wife and I were, she reminded me, hey, Carlos, don't you know you're halfway to Champion 100 already? You know, it's like you get already the half a point. Actually, it's even beyond half because it's 360 subscriptions, which is 600 to Champion 100. So I'm spending a lot of time now getting more cars, more people qualified, you know, organically. That'll get me over to the next.
You know, because the best part I'll tell you, Carlos, about you, that you've got so many car achievers on your team that as soon as you hit Champion 100, I'm sure a lot of them would be hitting Champion 40. So it won't just be 10,000 a month for you. It's actually going to be a lot more.
Exactly. Oh no, and we look forward to you know, Paul coming. So we're making a lot of noise. Mark and Alan is a big part of that, making sure that the US events become a very big deal. And of course, just today, I got 2 more signups, so I'm still working. So, and utilizing the placement feature, which is amazing. And I tell you what, I've been doing this 30 years, and I honestly, and I spoke to Mark about it, and a few of my leaders, I've never seen such leadership, ownership of a company so proactive. You guys listen to the field, but not only listen, when you know it's a good idea, you immediately implement it into the system. And then Mark and I be talking, oh, you know what? They should be doing this and this and this. And next thing we know, you guys are already doing it. So I'm having a lot of fun with you guys. You guys are amazing. The system. And it's so crazy that we already got almost a dozen people qualified. By the way, I think there's another one. He's qualified in our team. Mark just met that whole team. They're all French. So I don't know if you know, but you got a whole French group, major French group, already
Okay,
growing fast.
Or are they from France?
I think we're getting a lot of people joining from Martinique as well. So it might as well, I think some of those people might be, I'm not sure if they are from Mark's team, but yeah, maybe.
Because Martinique is also a French-speaking nation.
French colony, yeah.
I knew where Martinique was before Car Club. I didn't really knew, like, literally, I had no clue Martinique is a country, actually.
Wow. That's probably them. Yeah, because so we were, Mark and I were just hanging out, listening to the French, the whole, they doing presentations in French. I was like, wow, these guys are really taking off. And a dozen qualifiers, really, in 90 days, that is a major achievement. And so early in the game, you guys are so young. And to have so many people achieve these goals. And I saw it from the beginning, when Mark shared this with me, and the way you guys set up the system, you got all these little goals on the way to the main goal. And I believe that's the key factor of why there's so much people achieving, because you guys set up the system to where, okay, your first focus is the fast track bonus, right? And then your next focus is your 300 a month residual. And then your next focus, and you're already so close, is the car. And then after that, we're going to go back and look at our team. Okay, you're close. Let me work with you closely. Make sure you get there. Oh, let me work with you. Let me work with you. And let's set up a bunch of fast track bonus achievement flyers, get the momentum and excitement, keep it going and moving. And I'm having a great time. And thank you so much. Shweta, thank you so much for your assistance. You are amazing. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, she's the go-to person. And wow, I'm having a lot of fun with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carlos. Congratulations once again.
Congratulations again. Now, the thing is,
I think we have our MD on the, on this call as well.
I don't think you want to let me on, actually. I've been waiting here in the wings for ages.
Because I can't make you co-host. Okay, so I think Rehan might have to do that.
What's your name on? Actually, let me
it's CEO UKTA.
Okay,
CEO UKTA.
Yeah, because I could only unmute you, which I did. I couldn't make you co-host.
All right, thank you. Well, there we go. Well, as Carlos said, we are young, and I'm the youngest of the group, obviously. So, what can I say? I'm the youngster here. But also it's—
And the prettiest.
And of course, yes. But, let's put those things to one side for a moment, because we have such a great system here, don't we? We have an incredible system. And I'm going to be over in USA. I believe we've got dates now, and we're starting to get places as well. It's going to be the 5th and the 12th of August. So we don't have too long. But the thing is, by the time I get there, I'm going to have about 15 or 20 cars to give away. You said it's 12 already. I can't keep up with you. The number of keys I'm going to have to bring in my trunk is going to be absolutely enormous. And Daniel, congratulations, latest member of the group, and Terry. Without the man is not the woman. So Terry, just as important as Daniel, and nobody else tell you any different. So you're the driver behind Daniel, and without your support, you guys wouldn't form the incredible team that you are. But we also have Lady V. We have Mark Hamlin's got his car as well, and going up the ranks, we've got Carlos as well. So there's so many people. As you said, it is very, very young as a business. But yet we're achieving incredible things that a more mature company would be doing. And I think that's because a lot of people can also see very clearly through the maths. It's very simple. 120 times 33 and take away 1,000 for the car. It's a no-brainer. A 10-year-old could understand those figures. Have 4,000, take 1,000 away. Is it sustainable? Of course it is forever. And I think that's the great thing about it, a very, very simple compensation plan that everybody understands. I think simplicity is the way that we've gone with this. Now, we're also doing some other stuff, but I don't know if Rian wants me to give you a little taster on that or not.
Of course.
Oh, God. I don't know where to start. We finished the compensation plan, and Car Club is great. Oh, my God, the new one's going to be incredible. So you have to drive as many people into Car Club, but we are going to be launching very soon something which is in the same guise as my Car Club, but is on a far, far greater, bigger scale. I didn't tell you that you can earn 4 times more. So I won't say that actually, because people will be clawing at my door saying, get it ready tomorrow. So I won't say that it's that at all, but there is something very special coming that is going to be world class. We already have the product, which is already world class, better than the #1 company in the world. It's already better than that at the moment. So we have an incredible product. So get your cars, get your, your bonuses that you're going to do, your passive income, and get ready for something enormous, because there's a hurricane coming in September, October.
Thank you very much. Now, the thing is, the whole idea behind Car Club, Paul, you probably agree to it, that there's so many investment programs in the market and people have lost a lot of money. Now, when you look at Car Club or any future projects that we're working on, we are staying away from investment. We don't want to take anybody's money now, because what they say, been there, done that, and those things do not work, because that's why the idea is that we want to create a credibility. The whole idea of creating a program like Car Club is for our own credibility. That's why the Car Club is actually a very credible sort of project, because we're not taking thousands of dollars. We're not taking tens of thousands of dollars. We're merely taking $33 from people. And that's not going to break somebody's bank. Okay? That's not going to, like, people have experiences. They have lost all their pension funds and everything, through these are so-called opportunities. But in here, it is a very small ticket size. That's why it is an opportunity where even if it does not work, for example, nothing works for everyone. I'm talking about negative now, even if it does not work, you're not going to be out of pocket. That's what I'm trying to say, is that it's not going to be end of, all your investments and everything else. That's why it is a project to create credibility. That's why our whole ethos of this company is now to create credibility. Now, obviously, the idea is not just, we have 12 car winners. We're running for 3 months. No, the idea is that, just imagine once this company is 1 year old. Just imagine when this company is 5 years old. Just imagine when this company is 20 years old, or 30 years old, or 50 years old. The reason is, in this company is not paying money on money. Company is not giving, and it does not work on return on investment sort of programs. That's why if there is money coming into the company, if people are joining, company gives out a car. If nobody joins, nobody don't do anything. So it is one of the most sustainable programs on the planet. That's why the idea is that we want to be here forever and ever and ever, because as Paul said, it makes sense. Anything that makes sense makes sense. So it makes sense, and what the calculator never lies. That's why it makes sense, and also the future projects that we are working on again follows the same ethos: longevity, credibility, and we want to change lives. That's all it is. That's why through these opportunities, people have been heavily been stung by so many other things where they have lost money. And we want to save these people through My Car Club and the future project, mywealthclub.com as well. That's right. Now, few new announcements. That's why I am excited today. That's why Wednesday is a very good call. Wednesdays are always very, very good. Now, next Wednesday, we want to see more winners. But today, I am really excited to announce our brand new apps. Okay, that's why. Can you see on my phone? It's an iPhone, and you can see my son and daughter as well. Can you see My Car Club? Okay. Now you can go to the Apple Store now and download My Car Club. Okay. Now Apple Store and on Android Store, our apps are available. Now, what they say, Rome wasn't built overnight. And similarly as well, with My Car Club as well, we are in our initial phase. Okay. Even when I would say an year-old company is a branded is not even started. It takes companies years, 4 or 5 years just to walk. That's why with us, within 3 months, we have achieved so much, and now we have our apps available on not just on Android, but on Apple Store as well. And you know how hard it is for a company. I've seen hundreds and thousands of companies promising that they will have an app on Apple Store, but never happens. They probably go as far as the Android Store, but Apple Store is no-go zone when it comes down to. That's why now our app is available on Android Store and an Apple Store. Now again, the apps are on beta phase. That's why please inform us if you find any errors, and we'll get them fixed. Now, the good thing about softwares is that once you fix something, it's fixed because it's not a moving part. So if there is a problem, the problem is not just for you, it's for everyone. And once that problem is fixed, it's not just fixed for you, it's fixed for everyone. So obviously, brand new, if you have a brand new, anything brand new and never been made before, you can understand there are going to be things not working to its 100% potential. But I'm sure within what we've created is a masterpiece, a very good system, very easy system. But I think so through the help and support of you guys, especially, like Carlos, what he was saying is companies is very proactive on the suggestions. So I think so with your suggestions, I think so we are going to improve this app maybe tenfold. That's why the app is going to be far more improved than what it is now, with everyone's help and support. That's why, but congratulations to everyone. Now My Car Club has apps, and it stores your passwords, stores everything with Face ID, everything. You don't need to remember your passwords. When you sign up somebody, ask them to download the app, just scan the code, scan the barcode, and they will join. That's why it's just more credibility for the company. That's why huge congratulations to everyone. Now, what is next, Shweta?
Okay, so in addition to that, also another piece of good news is that on popular demand, especially by the leaders, we are actually extending our founders discount.
Beautiful. And now what does that mean? that means that our joining fee is supposed to be $165. At the moment, there is a discount of $50. Okay, meaning at the moment it was 100 and is it 100 how much it was 50 what was the discount
$50.
$50 and the joining fee is till it is 100 not 165 you take that out it's 115 then sorry
No,
$100.
sorry, I
This-
didn't
this-
get you.
Discount was 55 and 110 for the discounted amount.
okay
110
110.
and it's
110.
50 and 55 for the discount.
yeah 55 for the discount sorry because we were talking because there's so much confusion between euros and dollars and two
Yes, that's another thing we're doing. We're changing the entire system to dollars only now to avoid any sort of confusion. And also for the app to work properly, we need to, we need to be actually using just one currency. So
And then
everything going
while-
forward from next month is going to be in dollars.
That's why no more euros, and that's why I don't have to confuse with $50. That's why the discount continues, guys. That's why we extending it further. But please make sure you take it full advantage from this particular promotion. Now, also, guys, we need to understand is that now we need to more work on the yearly subscriptions, guys. Yearly subscription because for somebody paying $33 a month. Sometimes it's difficult, but people have been put hundreds of thousands in opportunities and lost all the money. In here, how much is a yearly subscription, Shweta? 11 times 33 is
Including everything, if they join and go for yearly straight away, it's $470.
$470. Now that
Including joining.
that's all for you to start a business, guys. Okay.
And
then
otherwise,
the-
if they're upgrading, it's only $360.
and obviously we are going to make yearly subscription so much better on there's so many other things coming through but today we don't have time for that but anyway again huge congratulations. Do you want to share that poster as well, Shweta?
I did. Let me share it again.
Yes, founders discount is being extended till 31st of July. Now what was next, Shweta? Let me just see.
Okay, so another thing is that the 2020 bonus that we have, we're making it an official part of our presentation because it's not in the presentation yet. And sometimes it does create confusion. People don't know whether it's just promotional, if they're going to get it or not. So we're making it officially into our presentation and naming it Junior Champion.
Okay, that's a nice one. You know what? I didn't knew about the name because of. Sorry, guys. I'm traveling and I am in Dubai at the moment because I had to see some solicitors. There were so many other things to do. That's why I'm in Dubai at the moment. Been traveling. That's why, and also I'm getting some health. I've got a problem in my back as well. That's why I'm getting a stem cell injections to get my S1L5 fixed, basically a joint that they inject into the bones, the stem cells to actually create a new bone or something.
So there's a lot more load coming on your shoulders now. So you better get yourself fixed.
That's why I need to get my back fixed. That's why obviously it's the best technology available at the moment. As they say, it's something new. That's why, and it seems to be working. Actually, it seems to be working. That's why it's hopefully it's going to make me a new. It's going to make me a new back. Basically, I don't know how, but that's how it works. But anyway, I'm getting been traveling, getting my health 100%. Anyway,
in addition to that, I just wanted to mention because the card service that we had, we're facing some technical concerns with that card service. There is a new card service in place. Now with this new card service, at the moment, you can still join and you can still buy vouchers and pay for your subscription, but the auto debit is not active yet. So it will be active very soon, but this is just for you to know. Because the auto debit is not active, you can still just go buy voucher and activate, renew your subscription in case it's running out for the time being. We'll update you as soon as it's up and running 100%. However, Rehan, if you want to go through the training of how to achieve champion's position in 4 weeks, I think, you started with that, and that's something that we all are looking forward to.
That's fine. Thank you very much. Thank you, Shweta. Now, if you could remove the spotlight from you and pin me, then obviously people can, at the moment, people can see 3 screens. That's why if you remove the spotlight from 2, then. Okay, yes. I hope everyone can see my screen now. Okay, now, in my car club, now you join, okay? You join, let me just change the color. So, okay, now when you join, your joining fee is, at the moment, is 110. And you are paying $33. Altogether, you have paid $143. Is that correct, guys? Yes. Okay. Now, the idea is, as I said, 4 weeks plan. Now, we're going to call this the 4-week plan. Okay. That's why we used to call something 90-day game plan. We're going to call this 4-week game plan. Okay. This is a 4-week game plan for everyone who joins the business. That's why the idea is that you achieve the car within 4 weeks. Okay. And the thing is, as you heard from Daniel and from the other winners as well, once you achieve the car, then it's just the most difficult thing in my car club is achieving the car. Okay, that's why it's called my car club. Okay, once you achieve the car, then making the money, meaning money for your house or your life, it's all sorted because you achieved a car without even having the car. So once you have the car, it's, your teams literally go on fire. They go on a hyper mode because there's already a physical proof in your team. That's why your team starts to go in exponential growth. That's why when people say, once we achieve the car, what happens and all that, your team just basically grow like wildfire. Now in your first week, what you want to do is you want to join A, B, and C. Now, what Lady V just said, when Mark called him and said, I'm going to be making you my first 3, because Lady V knows that if I'm going to be the first 3 of Mark, or I don't know her sponsor's name, if I'm going to be her first 3, then what does that mean? Is that they're going to be helping me, or obviously that person wants to achieve the car as well. Your upline wants to achieve the car as well. That's why they're going to be signing up people in your team as well. That's why the idea is that if you're going to become the first, that's why when you sign up people, just tell them your first 3, make sure you tell them that I want to get the car. That's why regardless of you working or not, I'm working in your team. And by doing that, let me tell you, no one can say no. No one can say, because you can tell them that if you don't join, I join somebody else. And then when I join people underneath them, then your chance is over. And then I have to join them underneath them. Because whenever I call people, I call people and say, I'm going to send you a link and I want you to join. And they say, I want to think about it. Okay, I've got another couple of people, I'm going to join them. And by the time you join, you will go underneath them. And you know what happens? They say, no, please don't, make sure, let me join first. Always use fear of loss. Fear of loss is the most important tool in network marketing. That's why a lot of time you can present the business very well, but closing is the most important thing. You can be the best presenter in the world. You could be the best. You could be the best speaker in the world, everything. But if your closing is not good, if you're not getting people to activate their ID, then that's why when I start talking to people, and people I make sure they sign up. The bottom line is they need to sign. If they're not signed up, I'm not interested talking to you, my brother, my sister, my friend. I'm not interested in talking to you. I want you to sign up. Okay, if you sign up, then I'm going to help you. That's the first and the most important, because once they sign up, they become positive, because now they have paid the money. Now they want to make sure that they make money. Before they sign up, until they don't sign up, they are negative. So the most important thing is you make sure they sign up. The most important thing is in network marketing is closing. Make sure you get them to sign up. Now, once they sign up, now you're going to teach this to your A, B, and C. Obviously, you're not going to stop at 3. You're not going to stop at 10. You're not going to stop at 20. Sometimes you speak to 10 people, 1 person will say yes. 9 will say no. It does not matter. Do not lose your hope. You only need that 1 person. If you speak to 30 people, you get 3. It does. Some will, some won't. Some will, some won't. So what? Next one. Again, some will, some won't. So what? Next one. Keep on repeating that. The more no's you're going to get, the closer you are to a yes. So the idea is building a stamina of taking no's. Because once you have taken so many, because what happens to human, once they take no's, they get to a point they lose motivation. Do not lose motivation when you are getting no's, because for anybody to become successful, you have to fail so many times. And if you are embarrassed of failures, then you can never be successful. You have to take no's. So the more no's you'll take, the closer you go. You do not stop. In network marketing, you never fail. You only give up. You only give up. You never fail. Okay? Anybody, how weak your communication skills are, how weak anything with you. But I've seen people with very limited knowledge, skills have achieved so much because there was one thing. They were not quitters. You can never be a quitter. Once you quit, you have failed. You have failed in everything. Anything that you're doing, if you quit in this, meaning you're going to quit in other things as well. So the difference between a successful person and a failure person is a failed person always quits. In my car club, everyone is a champion. Every single person who signs up in my car club is a champion, or they are quitter. There is nothing in between. That's why you got to make sure that you do not give up. That's why the idea is to make sure you do this in your week 1. Like Lady V has done it in her first 12 days. That's why try to get this done within your 12 hours. Sorry, I normally get this done in my 12 hours. Now, whenever I start with any program, I give myself 90-day game plan. For next 90 days, I'm going to make sure that I'm not going to sleep as much as I normally sleep. Okay, I will take caffeine tablets, whatever. I don't recommend this, please, but it's me. I just go, hyper mode. That's why I go beast mode, basically. I do not sleep, because with me, failure is it's not in my dictionary. You have to be number 1, number 2. If you lose by an inch, you are a loser. you have to give your 100%. That's why week 1 target is getting your 3. Now help those 3 to get their 3. Okay, help those 3 to get their 3. And that's why week 2 you help these people achieve their fast track bonus. Now once you've done this, you have received 110 for each person that you sign up, you receive $55. So you made 165 plus 110. You have already made 275. Now how much did you start it with? 143. How much you have made? 275. So make sure A makes 275, B makes 275, and C makes 275. Now, once they have made 275, they are excited. Now, how they made 275? Because you made it 275. What they say, what monkey sees, monkey does. What you're going to do, your team will copy. Because if you can't make 275, how you can teach somebody make 275? And if you're not going to teach your team to make 75, if they can't make 275, they can't teach anybody else making 75. So the idea is to make sure that in your team, people are achieving fast track bonuses. And that is the key to achieving the car in next 4 weeks. The most important thing is everyone achieves the fast start bonus. Okay. Now, how did they achieve fast track start bonus? Because A has their 3 just like you, B has their 3, and C has their 3. Now, let's get to week 3 now. Again, help these 3 people and make them 275 each as well. That's right. Meaning, and week 4, help them get it. Now, if you count this, you already have 40, 40, and 40. Okay, I hope you can see the screen. Yes, meaning it's all together 120, and you have, thank you very much, you're already a champion. You have achieved the car. That's how simple it is. Now, whenever I do the presentation, I don't do the presentation. I get a piece of paper, I do this. That's all I do. That's all I do. I sit down with people, and let me tell you, my success rate is 9 out of 10. Because I don't take no as no. I don't take no's. I make sure I tell them, ask them why. Ask them why. How you can lose in this. That's why the idea is that you need to be confident. Now, once you achieve the car, that's game over, guys. Game over, because you have a social proof now. Now, achieving champion 100 and beyond is not going to be a problem. So I hope that really sums up what Shweta just said. Now, Shweta, what else we are now?
So no,
how to, basically, sorry, let me just do.
Okay. All right. So now we just, I just want to let you know, because we've got, concerns from people regarding system trainings and all. We want to make sure that we've got ample time for that. So on Saturday, right after, actually along with the Mark's Zoom call that he does for training, we are going to be doing systems training, where we're going to show you how to create voucher. We're going to show you how to top up your cash wallet, how to upgrade to platinum membership, and how to navigate the system, basically to put withdrawal and everything. So we're going to have detailed system training on Saturday.
Now, let me just add myself as a spotlight as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, guys, the thing is, as you know, our Visa card and Master and the Platinum card, we now we have through a license we can actually print the Visa cards and also the Platinum card as well. Platinum card don't need any licensing, but we can print. The thing is, the machine is huge that actually prints out these cards, and it was I don't know how many people know the UK is going through a Brexit and gone through Brexit. That's why the customs and everything is a nightmare. That's why the machine was getting delivered and it took more than a month's delay on delivering the machine. Now the machine is actually successfully delivered in our head office yesterday. And obviously, the way the machine works, it just not just works on Y and Z axis, also works on X axis as well. That's how deep it engraves the cards. That's why there's a lot of testing going on, and hopefully, I think so. Tomorrow they're going to spend a lot of time and perfecting the printing side of things. And once it's done, then the cards is getting posted out. That's why. The good news is that we have received the equipment and that's going to start, because we could have used a third-party company to actually send out the cards and all that, but we wanted, because what we don't want to, we can buy the fish and sell the fish, but if we know how to fish, then we can fish every day. Similarly as well, with us, we wanted to have a system in-house that even if we have to create thousands of cards, hundreds of thousands of cards, we do not depend on anybody. That's why the idea is to have everything in-house. That's why we will start that very soon. And I think so. Carlos has got some people visiting us from USA in our head office. That's why I think so. They can also they'll be able to collect the cards from.
Okay. So they did visit already, and we had a good chat, but the cards were not, Paul was there as well. So, however, the cards were not ready to be collected. So for them, they're going to give one US address to us, and we're going to post all the cards to that one US address.
Okay, I didn't know they already visited. Sorry, I've been in the way. Okay, now that's why hopefully tomorrow the machine starts working and we start printing the cards and start posting them out. That's all it is. Also, there is a new e-commerce website is coming very soon as well with our own products. That's why, as you can see at the moment, because Car Club is a model that's never been done to the scale that we have done so far. Okay, that's why none of the previous models had the capability to get to the point where people are winning the car. People came up with the ideas, but they never managed to execute it because of the complexity of it, the legal side of it, and also the delivery side of it. There's so many moving parts that none of the companies, the idea is very good, but getting it to the working stage, the project needed a very strong backing, strong financial backing, and strong system backing, and expertise as well. Now, as a company, as you know, we've been in operational since 2018. We have built some hundreds of million worth of businesses. That's why now our focus is building subscription models and long-term models. That's why our focus, because we have so many resources, that's why, and also the financial backing, we managed to pull this off tremendously. But at the same time, this kind of model had the banking system has never seen this kind of model. The MLM system's never seen this kind. That's why we are getting a lot of banking and cards, and these companies can't understand all that. That's why they are looking for a tangible product and all that. That's why we're actually doing things for the first time. That's why this is something that has never happened before. That's why we're getting a lot of hurdles that we never anticipated. That's why, and that puts a lot of strain on our systems and our commitments. That's why it's not, there is a lot of companies who just give commitments because they know they will never fulfill them. With us, we do commitments on intentions of delivering those promises, but sometimes the real world scenarios, make things difficult. Like, for example, Apple Store was just being very difficult. That's why we didn't knew that. Okay, that's why all these kind of things. That's why we launched 12 apps before, but obviously these, it's a unique product. Again, they were getting confused. But I think so we have less problems with mywealthclub.com because obviously it doesn't have any of these, and there are similar hundreds of models, successful models are still running. That's why I think so we will have less problem with that. But with this, we're getting more technically. We just have to reinvent ourselves each time. But anyway, thank you very much for listening to me, and I am excited for the new winners, the position achievers, and now the thing is, these 12 have, let me tell you, each one of them has got 4 or 5 winners coming soon. That's why what's going to happen is going to multiply now. That's we got to 12. If even 12 brings 3 each, that's already, I don't know how many, 36 winners. Okay, that's why the exponential growth will start now. That's why if you want to become part of something that's going to be a household name, just like Facebook, just like WhatsApp, just like Airbnb, if you want to become part of something so big and say, you know what, I was there when the company started in its initial phase, become one of the founders and become part of this amazing system that's helping so many people. I'll pass it to Paul to finish the call. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. One thing that I've been saying to people on how they need to change, finally it's getting through because Carlos said it tonight. And that is, you're a networker, then an educator. Obviously, I'm an educator and a businessman. Education is so important because education provides you the knowledge to succeed. Now, as Carlos said rightly, you bring those 3 people in. You've done your networking bit, then you swap over to an educator and you help those people bring their 3 in. Get that team up to 3, 9, 27. There's only a couple of levels, that's it. And because when you do that, then the car naturally comes. Then get back to being a networker. Bring your next 3 in. Once those next 3 are in, become the educator again and teach those people how to grow their network. Because what happens then is by swapping between the 2, you are growing your network far, far more effectively. It's okay bringing a load of people in, but then just leaving them to their own devices is not good enough. Bringing people in is just the first step, and always remember that, because the good networkers bring the people in, then they educate them. Now, I was with a number of people today. I just want to say something, Rian, that you just mentioned that's just twigged something in my memory. I had a meeting with 3 people that I didn't know. They are large networkers, never done anything with this company, but they cheered and they wanted to understand, Rehan. And I explained to them the model. And what they said was this. Now, these are people that even been in the newspapers, they're that big, these are enormous networkers. They said, you have managed to find each of the locks combinations to give you what everybody else in the world in network marketing has wanted to achieve in the last 20 years. And you found it. Because it's not just about the compensation plan. It's about the whole structure of how it's made, the type of compensation plan. It means that people make money. It means that members get successful. And it also means that the company is able to run continuously because it's very sustainable. So I just want to leave you on that note, actually, that we have something very special here that the rest of MLM has been waiting for the last 25 years, but they could never get the product right. Why does Coca-Cola have their recipe in a vault somewhere that only 2 people know the numbers of? Yeah, it's because when you get the recipe spot on, it's world winning. And that's what we have right now. Thank you, everybody.
Now, the thing is, I want to finish the call on the where I started from the story. that just, when somebody has only a few days to live, what they do, they live their life to the full. Okay. Similarly as well, don't give yourself targets. Give yourself targets. Write down your dreams. Write down your goals. And write down, make a list of people from your contact list. Okay. Thank you very much. Love you all. Bye-bye.